fallacy. Render hate to cure the wrath as we find new ways, we define duality. Desperate to relate, rewrite me. Fire finds me. Doubt burns without defense. Wired blindly.
Just wanted to add another quick video before I put the heads on and start doing the rest. Went with ARP head studs. This is a Michigan Motorsports triple head gasket. I think it's a 6-layer or 3-layer head gasket with ARP studs around. Just thought I would throw that in there to this video. Okay, so I just got the heads dropped on. They're pretty much ready to install. And then the next part of this video, I'll be putting the rockers, the arms, everything else in, getting it all ready. Okay, so now we're going to torque the head studs. These are all ARP bolts. I used the ARP grease ahead of time. I did not grease the top of the bolts. A lot of people don't recommend it, so I did not. Your top 5 studs, the smaller ones, are numbers 11 through 15. Your bottom 10 are 1 through 10. So you're going to torque 1 through 10 in 3 stages of 25 pounds, 50 pounds, and 70 pounds. Then your top 11 through 15, you're going to do only to 28 in one stage at the end. These are all through ARP specs. They're also available on their website. Even if you don't go with the ARP studs, say you use Exotic or something else, I still recommend using their torque specs. So we're going to start with 1, work our way, repeat, and so on. So that's the first round. You'll adjust, continue on. I'm using a digital one. I did do the other side already with my other one, my normal torque wrench. They're both pretty close, so I'm okay with that. I know it's good studs, so I'm going to double check with this one at the end, but that's pretty much it. And then Once you torque both sides, we'll move on to the next step. Alright, so now we're going to torque the head bolts. So you have your 1 through 10, which is the bottom 10 bolts, and your 11 through 15, which is the top 5. So you're going to torque the bottom 10 bolts in 3 stages, the top 5 in 1 stage. Top 5 is last, bottom 10 is your first 3 stages. I'm using the torque specs from ARP. These are all ARP studs. Gonna take my time, hopefully nothing bad happens. So the first setting is 25. Make sure we're zeroed. Starting with number 1. Alright, so the motor, everything's torqued on both sides now. About to install my push rods. These are Brian Tooley's. Pretty nice stuff. So we're going to put those in next. Alright, so I vouch not to buy new rocker arm parts. I feel like these will be just fine. There's really no reason to replace them when they weren't damaged in the first place. So. Next up is these Michigan Motorsports LS1 rocker arms. These do have the trunnion upgrades in them, so they're pretty much ready to go. These are nice, so that's what's going in next. And I did go with ARP hardware. So there is that. Let me get a socket here. Scratch that. He appeared to have sent me the wrong ARP, but I do have the existing ARP, so I guess that's what we're going with at this point. So unfortunately that kind of sucks, but it is what it is. Maybe I just peered at the wrong hardware. Apparently I'm just retarded and overly excited about doing this, and failed to notice that there was hardware included. In the kit, so let's try this again. Not sure what those other bolts are for then. Those don't fit then. Guess it's magic. Almost lost it. There's my Butterfinger head himself, not being patient. Just trying to rush through things as always. Really smooth rockers. They feel really nice. Alright, so this is going to be the last video I make before this engine is ready to put in the car. So once the car show season is finished, I am going to start making videos of me pulling this motor out and then prepping for this motor and getting this motor in. So pretty much at the finish line as far as this engine build goes and getting it in the car. So We need to torque these. I put a mark on my sprocket or my crank bolt here of where the crank key is, knowing that it's at top dead center. Top dead center, we're going to do rocker exhaust, which is the second one. So you have intake, exhaust, intake, exhaust, intake, exhaust, and so forth. So you're doing the exhaust on cylinders 1 and 7 and 2 and 8. Then I'm going to take this, I'm going to rotate it 360 degrees till it's back at top dead center, and I'm going to do 3, 4, 5, and 2, 6, and 7. So if that makes sense. So we're going to start with 22 foot-pounds, 1 torque sequence, and we're going to start with exhaust on cylinders 1. Seven. One and 7, 2 and 8. So 2, 8. And then we're going to do the intakes on 1, 3, 4, and 5. So 1, 3. That's not 3. Sorry. This one. 3. 5. Come on, bitch. 4. So it should have done 4. Yep. So 1, 2, 7, 8, 1, 3, 4, 5. Now we're going to rotate it 360 degrees. Do the exhaust and intakes on 3, 4, and 5. Three. 5. 4. 6. And we're going to do 2, 6, 7, and 8. 2, 6, 7, 8. So 7. 7, 2, 6, 8. Okay, so that's it. Oh, we're under the valve covers. Take 2, we're gonna have to get a little something to hold that in real quick. Stand by. Alright, so the valve covers are on. Everything's ready. This thing is looking pretty good. Pretty happy with it, so it's getting ready to go in this bad boy. Stay tuned.